It's 8:30. Good morning. I'm Ian Crouch with Hunter News. Fire has destroyed a public housing unit at Hamilton South this morning. The blaze broke out in the ground floor apartment of a unit complex in Fowler Street just after 4. Firefighters managed to contain the blaze to the one unit and no one was injured. Police are treating the fire as suspicious. Police say a man arrested at Belmont North yesterday was wanted over a month-long crime spree across Newcastle and Lake Macquarie. The 28-year-old is accused of stealing cars, breaking into homes and businesses and committing traffic offences. It's alleged he broke into a news agency at Belmont early yesterday but managed to flee in a Toyota RAV4. Senior Constable Sue Thompson says he was eventually rounded up with the help of the police helicopter and dog squad.
Police located the car a short time later in nearby Golding Avenue at Belmont North, and police conducted a search and the man was eventually arrested following a short foot pursuit. The 28-year-old man was taken to Belmont Police Station where he was charged with 45 offences.
He's due to face Newcastle local court today. Police from Strike Force Darnay have vowed to put a stop to the bikie turf wars which have been raging in the Hunter since the start of the year. It's now been revealed yesterday's drive-by shooting at Chisholm targeted the home of Fink's bikie gang president Andrew Manners. The Herald reports Manners wasn't home at the time because he's in jail following his arrest last week. However, his partner and her child were in the house when it was sprayed with bullets. It's the 6th bikie gang-related public shooting since the start of 2018. Early Childhood Minister Sarah Mitchell has hit out at Port Stephens MP Kate Washington for misleading the community about the state of preschool funding in the Hunter. Sarah Mitchell says the MP made comments on radio slamming the government's childcare programs when $2.3 million has been spent on Hunter preschools, including at Bellbird, Adamstown Heights and Singleton.
There were some comments that she made on radio in relation to our government spending around capital work, saying that we hadn't done enough or much in this area. And, I was disappointed to hear her make those comments because it's not correct. We've spent quite a lot on capital works in the last 5 years, up to $28 million, and $2.3 million specifically in the Hunter region, investing in our local preschools.
It comes after Kate Washington mistakenly told media Tomaree Community Hospital would be privatised, when in reality the previous Labor government had privatised services at the hospital in 2009. Geotechnical work is underway at Fingal Bay for the construction of a new fire station. The facility will be located on Boulder Bay Road, adjacent to the existing station used by the RFS. It's a $700,000 project, which is expected to be completed by July this year. Port Stephens Council's Emergency Services Coordinator Cameron Donaldson says it'll be built using modern materials to ensure future sustainability.
So the building's going to be constructed out of precast concrete and includes ColourBond style roofing and it'll be painted into some colours which should meet the criteria of the Royal Fire Service.
Midwifery students at the University of Newcastle are taking their learning into the digital age. They'll be using virtual reality technology developed by the university to explore and observe the stages of pregnancy in a life-sized 3D image of a woman carrying a baby. It's hoped the technology will better prepare the students for work in hospital delivery rooms.
Sport for our sponsor, PRD Nationwide East Maitland.
Knights star Mitchell Pearce is adamant fans need to be patient with star youngster Kalen Ponga. The 19-year-old joined the club on a rich deal from the Cowboys but has only played a handful of first-grade games to his name. Pearce says Ponga is a long-term project and by sticking by him, the Knights fans will be paid back in spades. Jet skipper Nigel Bogard will face a fitness test today as he attempts to be ready for tomorrow's top-of-the-table clash with Sydney FC. The defender is battling a knee complaint after he copped a knock in last week's win over Brisbane. Coach Ernie Merrick says should Bogard aggravate the injury, he won't be considered for tomorrow's match. And Merriweather surfer Jackson Baker will head to the West Indies later this month after the 21-year-old secured a place on the World Tour. It follows a third-round exit in the Sydney Pro yesterday, with Baker to contest on the Central Coast next week. Baker has already claimed titles on the Gold Coast and in the Tweed region this season on the Australian Tour. That's sport. I'm Josh Sim.
And the winning numbers in Powerball are 17, 39, 8, 24, 30 and 16, and the Powerball number is 8. 2NURFM News Time, 26 to 9.